What's a secret that would make you the villain in someone's eyes if they found out? When I was 19, my little sister Ivy ran away from foster care. We'd been split up after our mom got arrested for drugs when I was 17 and Ivy was just 14. She called me one night from a blocked number crying, "Leah, I'm scared. Come get me." I didn't even think twice. I drove 2 states over in my beat-up Honda that barely ran, found her staying with some guy named Trevor who was like 25, had weed everywhere, empty beer bottles, just creepy vibes. Ivy looked so thin and tired. She wouldn't tell me what happened but kept saying she couldn't go back to her foster home. I took her to my friend Jenna's apartment. We made this little bed on the couch with blankets, and she actually smiled for the first time in months. We ate cereal for dinner and watched Netflix like normal sisters. For 3 weeks, it felt like we were a real family again. Then CPS showed up. Someone had tipped them off, probably Trevor trying to get back at us. They took Ivy kicking and screaming. She kept yelling my name as they drove away. I felt like the worst big sister ever. 3 months later, Ivy's caseworker called me. Her name was Ms. Walsh and she sounded really serious. Ivy had showed up to school with bruises on her arms. She told them her new foster dad Rick had been getting too handsy and making her uncomfortable. They were going to investigate but needed more evidence. That's when I completely lost it. My baby sister was getting hurt and no one was doing anything fast enough. I couldn't sleep, couldn't eat, just kept thinking about those bruises. So I did something really messed up. I downloaded this app called Text Now that gives you fake phone numbers. Then I pretended to be Rick, Ivy's foster dad. I wrote these horrible messages like, "You better keep your mouth shut about what happens here," and "No one's going to believe a foster kid over me," and "I'm not going to jail because of you." The messages looked so real on my phone. I even looked up his actual address online and put details in there to make it seem legit. Then I printed out all the screenshots and mailed them anonymously to Ms. Walsh with a note saying, "Found these on Ivy's phone." 2 days later, Rick was arrested. Ivy got moved to a new family right away. The fake texts were used as evidence in court and he got convicted. Ivy's doing so much better now. She's even talking about college. If anyone found out what I did, especially the court, everything would fall apart. Rick would probably get released and sue everyone. Ivy would hate me for lying. I'd probably go to jail for tampering with evidence or something.